They showed me talents I never imagined I had.
They helped me learn new skills.
They allowed me to carve my own independence.
My life moved from hoping to being.
There are thousands of people today, in Lebanon and abroad, from all walks of life and backgrounds, who have one thing in common: the Hariri Foundation for Sustainable Human Development.
The foundation's vision changed my world.
I applied to the foundation, and before I knew it, I was on the plane.
It took a man with clear vision and a feeling of national responsibility to create a path for others like me.
Rafiq Hariri's vision is, if you construct an individual,
You construct a society.
I look ahead and I see men advancing towards the future. I see progress in the achievements of the graduates, in the faces of the young, in the future of this country, in the hands which will build the future, in the minds thinking for the future, and in the heritage that we will preserve for our future.
One of the leading NGOs in Lebanon and the region, the Hariri Foundation works within the concept and practices of sustainable human development.
The development of the human capital, which is one of the most important aspects of the Lebanese society, culture and economy, is very much enriched by the work that the Hariri Foundation does because of its approach in terms of sustainability and in terms of development of this human capital.
The foundation focuses all its effort on addressing key development issues and identifying opportunities to improve lives. Through its work, the Hariri Foundation encourages people to play a leading role in defining and pursuing their own development needs. "30 years ago, Lebanon was a war-torn country. The Lebanese, divided, got caught up in a destructive and vicious cycle of violence. The nation's future appeared bleak. Rafiq Hariri found himself facing an exceptional mission. He believed that investing in the people was Lebanon's only salvation. The late Prime Minister dedicated his efforts to improving the quality of life of his nation's people by creating opportunities contributing to their growth. He knew that education and knowledge improve the level of performance towards development.
In 1986, the Hariri Foundation gave me an opportunity. They took me as a young student from a faraway village in the mountain of Lebanon to Washington, D.C. all the way. And they gave me the knowledge and the education and the opportunity. That allowed me to come back to Lebanon and to do the same.
Throughout its 30-year history, the Hariri Foundation has placed people at the center of the development process by applying services and programs and building medical and community centers, schools and universities which address their individual needs.
For a foundation to really be as effective as the Hariri Foundation, it has to combine vision with first-rate expertise and skills, and also a very genuine and deep understanding of the socio-economic context in which it operates. And if you have those three characteristics, which I think the Hariri Foundation has, and with that it leverages its global reach, that I think is what makes the Hariri Foundation a unique foundation in terms of its developmental work.
Strengthening the relationship between civil society, the state and the private sector is one of the core missions of the Hariri Foundation. By designing capacity-building workshops and activities, equipping the citizen with active tools with which to positively intervene and achieve good governance and sustained development.
And I think the Hariri Foundation has that closeness to the population, a very good understanding of the socio-economic context, and when you pull that together with the skill mix they can bring to bear, it gives you a winning solution, basically.
Through its projects, the Foundation provides the opportunity to tackle specific challenges and to seek innovative solutions to major and minor development challenges in 8 fields of competencies. Since its establishment, the Foundation has held the view that education is the key to achieving sustainable social and economic development.
This human development cannot be achieved unless you invest in human beings. And the investment in human beings can take very many forms. It could go from education, it could go from training activities, it could go from increasing the awareness of people about the importance of being a citizen in this country. You cannot really achieve sustainable development unless you are really focusing on the importance of, to my mind at least, the importance of citizenship. How you could be, as we say in Arabic, مواطن صالح.
By incorporating the information computer technology element into almost all operating projects aimed at building technical and computer networking abilities and skills for the Lebanese, in particular teachers, youth and women, the Foundation hopes to provide them with the opportunity to actively benefit from emerging knowledge societies.
الحريري فاونديشن على طول بتحاول تساعد الشباب
The foundation strives to both help and support and rely on youth and works to keep them in Lebanon rather than letting them leave the country.
Empowering women to become agents of change by promoting their participation in the social, economic and political life of their communities has always been a core priority.
They have focused on women, making sure that the woman is looked at not only as a passive recipient of development, but in fact as an active contributor to this development. So it has basically tried to encourage women to join the various sector, to empower her both in the private and the public spheres.
In response to developmental challenges, women play a major role in initiating local, national and international initiatives such as the Arab Women's Summit. The humanitarian services of the Foundation have existed since its establishment in 1979, addressing the direct needs of the Lebanese citizen and providing relief in emergency situations when communities are impacted by disasters and conflicts such as the Israeli invasions that have plagued Lebanon over the years.
أجانا مهجرين بعدد 160,000.
We received around 160,000 displaced people in a period of 2 to 3 days. Universities and schools were used to shelter our brothers from the south.
جنوبيين فيها وكان الهم الكبير إنه التقديم الإغاثي لهم.
Our utmost priority was to provide them with relief services, medical care and other required services. The Hariri Foundation had a major role in providing all required services in cooperation with other organizations.
The foundation is actively revitalizing the Lebanese agricultural sector through a complementary series of projects, helping farmers develop their skills and increase their income by exposing them to new agricultural technologies and farming strategies. The foundation provides free consultation services and training workshops to producers and farmers conducted by local and international experts. For years, the Civic Engagement and Governance Programme developed unprecedented and successful civic networks. Recognizing the importance of sustainability in today's urban planning, the Foundation adopted the development of sustainable cities, stressing the role of community participation.
The projects accomplished by the Foundation contribute to the welfare of society by reaching out to thousands of vulnerable people each year to improve their life conditions.
The Foundation's objective with this project was youth development and promoting volunteerism. The idea was to help not only the individual, but the whole community. By building the capacity of an individual, you're building a society.
The ultimate aim of this program is to create positive social change.
The success of these projects is ensured by the participation of volunteers who offered their time, effort, and support. A minor effort through volunteerism can make change happen. It can actually make a difference.
Greatly valuing the rich cultural legacy Lebanon inherited from ancient civilizations, the Foundation considers safeguarding this heritage as one of its top priorities.
The Foundation has proven its qualification in cultural heritage development. It did not ask anyone for help. Rather, it just started the work in participation with other organizations and the government. This work has a very deep humanitarian side, which transcends monuments and ancient sites. It is related to development. It created job opportunities for people. The reconciliation of the present with the past and the openness to the future, this is the power of the Foundation.
The Foundation aims to give a human face to environmental issues, recognizing the unfortunate fact that the impact of human activity on the global environment threatens the survival of the biosphere and of future generations.
The importance of an organization like the Hariri Foundation to the World Bank resides in the fact that development, as you know, is a team effort, and therefore partnership and alliance becomes a critical ingredient of success if you want to succeed in development. And Hariri Foundation has proven to have not only the competences but the skills and the vision that oftentimes is complementary to what the World Bank can do at a macro level.
Working in partnership with key local and international stakeholders has enabled the Hariri Foundation to fulfill its mission. Cooperation with more than 100 partners to date has helped in adopting a collective approach to development projects.
An example of our involvement that I think would illustrate for you where the value added of an organization like the World Bank using the Hariri Foundation lies is in a project that they did for us on examining gender issues in Lebanon. As you know, gender in the Middle East and the Arab world is quite a sensitive issue. It's a serious issue, and therefore it is important to have a right entry point. And I think the way they carried out the studies in their choice of consultants, which was very strategic in my view, because the choice of consultants took into account the ability to disseminate. And therefore, when you do an analysis while you design it and you think already at how do you disseminate it and how you can design it so that it has a major impact, I think that's a feature that you rarely see even international consulting firms do.
Promoting equality and interaction within communities, recognizing cultural differences, providing opportunities and opening the doors for education and employment. These basic principles were laid down 30 years ago by the late Prime Minister Rafiq Hariri when he launched the Hariri Foundation. He believed that investing in people is investing in Lebanon's future. The Hariri Foundation for Sustainable Human Development continues to follow the principles set by the late Prime Minister, so that the Lebanese remain in Lebanon and Lebanon retains its place on the world map.